was ranked first in the country at 103 pounds. He might have been ranked, I might have had him ranked first to end the season at 103 pounds. Jared Brooks, meanwhile, he won a state title in Indiana in 2009 or 2010. I had him ranked number 1 in the country to start the season. And he had kind of a rough year. He ended up placing 5th at his state tournament, although he was dealing with multiple injuries, and 103 in Indiana was extremely deep this year. Tomasello is going to score the first points. He had a leg standing. Brooks tried to cut back and then decided against it. And Tomasello will take a 1-0 lead. Tomasello was your national champion last year, and he was also a FILA cadet champion last year. He was 4th at this year's FILAs. Now Brooks scores his own takedown and ties it at 1. 50 seconds left to go here in the first period at 112 pounds.
Sorry about that, folks. Again, chiming in. Willie, I'd really want to know. I'll tell you afterwards. Never mind. Anyway, we're back here at 112 pounds. Nathan Tomasello of Ohio, Jared Brooks of Indiana. Tomasello and Brooks 1-1. Willie, who got the last score?
It was Brooks.
Okay, so Brooks with the lead, effectively.
And looking for a push out here with a Russian tie, but Brooks zones in. Now we're front head situation. Tomasello backs out off the mat to get a restart at 10. No points
caution
there.
1 called for, white paddled.
Okay, white paddled.
Means it's not
a scoring.
Yeah, da.
Now
Tomasello in on the leg with 5 to go. Oh, what's going to happen here? We got 3 red on the score, 3 blue, and there will be a conference, and I got a feeling I'm going to be getting up again.
I think so, too. Whichever team doesn't get the points on the board is probably going to...
I don't know. It looked to me like it was... I don't know what it looked like.
And it was right at the buzzer. Well, there's 2 seconds still left on the clock. Tomasello was in on a deep shot and looking for maybe a push out or more. And Brooks hooked the arm and exposed the back of Tomasello. Personally, I thought it was red.
3 blue. And now there's going to be a Indiana coach. And guess who gets to get up again?
And Joe Dubuque, 2-time national champion for Indiana University, and coaching Jared Brooks, throws the challenge brick. So guess what? We're going to the video review again. You know what? Here in the junior portion, we're having 3-period matches. We're having tight ones. We're having video reviews multiple times. We're only at 112 pounds. Yesterday in the cadet finals, it was kind of interesting because every match kind of seemed to be one-sided. There was no 3-period matches, and there was lots of domination in the finals, which was kind of a reversal of what we saw during the pool play. Because in the pool rounds of Cadet Free, we saw really tight matches. We saw brackets won multiple times. There was 10 guys that made the Cadet Finals that had a loss. So there was really tight matches, and everything seemed to come down to the wire. But then when we hit the finals, they were all lopsided. It was kind of interesting. Well, we have about half a dozen officials viewing the video. And the situation is of ultimate importance because the score was 1-1. Tomasello, they had gone out of bounds with 10 seconds to go. Off the restart, Tomasello shot a nice wrap arm to the left, was driving Brooks out of bounds. Brooks hooked the far arm of Tomasello and kind of spun him out of bounds. So it really could have went either way, in my opinion. But
all right, again, Willie just finished up the review. The judge called one blue. The ref goes one blue. One blue, three blue. And the call is going to be three blue, one blue. So it'll be 3-1, so that's 4. So that'll make it 5-1. Indiana's lost their challenge.
And that extra point comes from a lost challenge.
Yes. So 5-1, Tomasello. I tell you, I've had to get up to do a review 3 times already. I
was mentioning that the difference between the cadet finals, where there were a bunch of 2-period lopsided matches, and freestyle, the juniors, the start we have here, there's 3-period matches, there's video reviews, everything's really tight, nip and tuck.
Yeah, at this clip, we're going to be done with these finals by like Thursday.
So we're back under action. Tomasello won the first period 5-1. Jared Brooks looking to even that up here in the second. 15 seconds gone by. And here's a big move by Brooks,
Brooks
JB.
has Tomasello in trouble. He's going to get 2 and a count. So a 3-0 lead for Jared Brooks. Looks like we got some blood on the mat.
Yeah, these guys are beat up. They have cuts and scratches. And
if you are not beaten up after this tournament, even if you win, it would be a miracle, because this is arguably the biggest grind tournament you will come across anywhere in the world. The reason I say that is at one point we had a question from a fan yesterday about how I guess their son or nephew or whoever was doing, and said, how are they doing? And I looked and said, are they in the finals yet? And I looked, and they had gone 7-0. And they had to wrestle 2 more round robin matches. This particular individual would have had to just win 9 matches to make the final. You can't tell me that's not a grind. I mean, yeah, if you lose in the first round of the Beast of the East and come all the way back, Ed Ruth, and that's a bit of a grind. But, in a pigtail, you wrestle 8 back. That's the whole tournament. You had to win 9 just to make the final.
That was, I believe, was it Zach Hall? No.
There was, I can't remember, it was one of the wrestlers that, I think that wrestler ultimately did make the final. Anyway, blood time's taken care of. Well, you don't wrestle 9 times in a day. It's 9 times across the course of the tournament. Wow, now we got more blood. I take that back, folks. We will be done by next May 13th. So, 10 months from now, we can come back, and I hope Ustream will archive that long.
It looks to be Tomasello's lip or mouth. Macarelli was bleeding from his eye. These guys are beaten up, banged up.
Well, Jared Brooks will tell you a little bit about him, from Yorktown, Indiana. Was 6th at the FILA Cadet Nationals and 2nd at the FILA Junior World Team Trials, which were held in Franklin, Indiana. Was a state runner-up at 112 pounds this year. Went 30-2, coached by Joe Dubuque, Andy Nicola, and Chris Lynch and Troy Delaney. Chris Lynch. Why does that name sound familiar? I don't know. I think it's a powerful name, perhaps a pro-power full name.
JB.
I finally arrived. I finally have a Pro Power shirt.
I
finally have one.
I have a Pro Power headband.
I'm not into the headband thing.
No, I have a receding hairline. I try to cover that up.
I don't have one yet. It's coming. You're older than me by about what, a year or 2?
That's right. I mentioned on the air earlier, interesting fact about these kids, JB. I had Jared Brooks number 1 at 103 to start the year. I had Nathan Tomasello number 1 to end the year.
Aha, interesting tidbit courtesy of Willie Saylor, the rankings guru at theopenmat.com. Mad Mardigan telling us that he's from Warsaw, Indiana, not Yorktown. I guess our bio is a little incorrect, which has been known to happen.
I noticed that too.
Oh, so you noticed that.
I didn't mention it because I thought maybe I was mistaken.
You got to point these things out, brother. Nathan Tomasello from Parma, Ohio. Wrestles for Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, the alma mater of one formerly Harry, now currently Justin Lester. And Brooks taking a 1-point takedown to lead 4-0. It's right across the street from Walsh Jesuit.
Christian Academy, right across
the street.
Literally across the street from Walsh Jesuit, a longtime Ohio power. CVCA, a Division III small school, but they put out some good wrestlers.
So Brooks with a 4-0 lead. Diving in on the leg is Tomasello, still trying to fight and maybe win this period. This tapper is just stalking the official. You can see him in the background. With 5 seconds to go, 4-0 lead for Jared Brooks, who'll win the second.
So we're going to have a third.
By the way, while we're talking about officials, Jay Terry on the mat. From Washington, Mark Moore of Georgia is your judge, and Dennis Thorson of Wyoming is your mat chairman. I like to give these officials a little bit of little pub because they're out here volunteering. You know, this is not a paid endeavor. So wow, Tomasello faked before the whistle blew.
20 seconds gone by here in the deciding period.
Underhooks for Tomasello. Brooks snapping.
Brooks now controlling the elbows. Underhook to the right side for Tomasello. Now a kind of sloppy shot by Tomasello has Brooks out in front, head, and locked. Joey Dance had a nice little dump against Rossi Bruno from this position yesterday. They're going to go out, no points.
Well, one blue from the chair, one blue from the judge, so one blue.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Let's hope it's not another challenge. Oh, you know
they
what?
don't have
Indiana,
a challenge.
No disrespect to Indiana, but thank you. I've got to run that thing, and I'm not happy about it. Anyway, actually kidding. I'm glad to actually help in that respect. Under a minute to go, 1-0 lead for Tomasello. Tomasello faked the low ankle. And on the leg is Tomasello, shelves it. I don't know, he put himself there. Usually you're going to see one. One confirmed. Tomasello behind now with a turn. It's going to get 2 on the exposure, so now 4-0 with 15 seconds to go. Things looking good for Tomasello.
9 seconds, they go up. Tomasello has a 4-0 lead here, 9 seconds away from his Fargo Freestyle title. Brooks will tack on a late takedown, but that's it, 4-1.
So national champion from Ohio, Nathan Tomasello. So 5-1, 0-4, 4-1, OH.
IO.
I think you're